of Iraq. The same target was hit several times by F-117s, and the last package consisted of 17 F-111Fs on the 19th day of the war. Break. The main target of the strike was the Tuwaitha Nuclear Research Center near Baghdad. This is just taken from Wiki, by the way, which was the site of the Osirak nuclear reactor that was attacked by the Iranian Air Force in 1980. I think we've done that one as well. And again by the Israeli Air Force in 1981. We've done that one as well, along with many other military sites across the city. 2 aircraft were shot down in Strike Package Q, with 2 pilots becoming prisoners of war. The main goal was not met, and with the reactors and the research facility only being slightly damaged, although many of the secondary targets were hit. The F-117 aircraft re-attacked the facility later, causing significant damage. The attack was the largest of the war and represented an attempt to strike Iraqi defences a serious blow. The raid illustrated how a number of small incidents or stresses, none by themselves necessarily serious, could contribute to an unsatisfactory outcome, which eventually convinced USAF commanders to call off further airstrikes against downtown Baghdad by conventional non-stealth aircraft. And also, this is famous for the F-16 pilot that successfully evaded 6 SA-6 launches, I think. If you go on the internet, F-16 dodges or evades 6 SAM launches, you'll see a really famous piece of footage with tens of millions of views. I'll link it in the video description as well. And this guy dodges 6 SAM sites and comes out of it alive, as I remember. So that's today. So a lot of famous things happened on this day. Let's have a look at the mission and the components. Break. On the United States side, involved were 56 F-16s. Imagine the logistics of getting that sorted. 6 F-4 Phantoms, Wild Weasels. 14 F-15Cs. 2 EF-111s, Ravens. These were EW. A total of 78 aircraft. The casualties were 2 F-16 shot down, 2 pilots captured. On the Iraqi side, thousands of SAMs and AAA guns. 25 MiG-23s, 20 MiG-25s, 10 MiG-29s, 55 aircraft. Hundreds of military and civilian casualties, serious damage done to the air defences, critical oil refinery damage. Break. I should say this was requested. The request is there. 56 F-14 and assorted support planes, unsatisfactory outcome. There's a link. The video gets into the meat of it at 2 minutes and 30. That was the original request. Sorry, I've lost your name, as I sometimes delete accidentally, but that is the original request. Guys, it's a lovely clear day. Wind is minor. It's a good flying day. Objectives. 1. The SEAD chaps, which are the 561st SEAD/DIAD. You will be obviously subduing the SA-3, SA-5 and SA-6. I should say we are basing this on reality, but like a Hollywood film would base on reality. You get the major components and then we spice things up and change things a bit to suit. And so if we've changed things as well. SA-3, SA-5, SA-6. The Combat Air Patrol guys, it's going to be the F-15s mainly, and F-16s. 338, the 53rd are to protect Strike Package Q. You will be facing MiG-23, MiG-25, MiG-29. Finally, Strike. In this case, to simplify the mission, because we don't have 78 aircraft, destroy the Tuwaitha Nuclear Research Center, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So, to the slides. Break. 3 slides here. First, Iraq imagery. Super simple mission. It's a CAT mission, so I kept it lovely and simple. There's our base. We're all coming from one base and from one runway to keep it very GR and very simple. Baghdad, represented by... what's it called, guys? The capital of Syria. Damascus. There we go. Damascus. 170 nautical miles, about 190 miles. So bear that in mind for your fuel considerations. Also note there is our divert 70 miles away. If you can't make it home, there was a friendly base known as H4 on the particular map that we're using. 70 miles in that direction. Next, Baghdad imagery. Just like in real life, it was absolutely peppered in SAMs and AAA. Much less than in real life because it would just be impossible with this amount of aircraft. What we've got scattered about Baghdad and the target, which I'm highlighting with my cursor here, are 3 times SA5 Gammon sites, integrated with 3 times SA3 sites. So the SA3s are protecting the SA5s, just like has happened in reality in several conflicts. So bear that in mind. That's important if you're going to go and attack those sites. 3 times SA6 sites, mainly around the reactor area. 59 ZSU 23mm twin gun AAA sites. 21 S60 sites, 57mm long range AAA. Careful of that. Imagery shows some sites have between 6 and 24 missiles primed for launch per site. So
they're on
do
high
the
alert.
maths, you've got hundreds of missiles to fight, basically. The Iraqi Air Force at Airfield 1, which is in the centre of Baghdad in this case, 8 times MiG-29As fully loaded and ready to scramble as soon as they know we're coming. Airfield 2, 8 times MiG-25 Foxbats, same thing. Finally, we have the Nuclear Research Centre being attacked for the 3rd time in history here. Break. Super simple. It's a cat mission. It's a bunch of buildings being surrounded by loads of hardcore AAA. All we have to destroy, or should I say, you must destroy the reactor block. That's the big thing in the middle there. The tech combine it's called with the 4 chimneys. You must destroy that. And you must destroy all 9, or at least 80%, I should say, actually, of the 9 reactor fuel storage silos. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that has been destroyed. Don't get distracted. People are listening. Don't get distracted by the other buildings in there. Don't get distracted by the AAA necessarily. Don't get distracted by the cars and the vans and stuff. Just, I want fuel storage and reactor block, please. Okay? No cluster bombs. Free fire for ROE. And only period correct weapons. Now, I'm not saying you can't use missiles that weren't available on that aircraft, but you can, for instance, use a JDAM, which wasn't designed yet, if that kind of makes sense. So, for instance, I don't think the F-16s had T-pods at this point in 1991, but T-pods were... Oh, there you go then. But you get the point, what I'm saying. You can, as long as the thing was invented, put it on your aircraft, all right? Any questions about the mission, or just general comments about the history of the mission, which is what we're really interested in today, before we go through the groups, guys?
Did you design the mission, Cap?
Of course I did.
I'll scratch all my questions then, because I know the answer.
Yes. all. Yes.
Did we have the AMRAAM in service already?
No, we didn't, did we, guys? It wasn't here. It wasn't in.
No.
It wasn't in Desert
So does that
Storm,
mean we can't use it, or?
You know what? I've
just
literally
Fox
just
ones?
suddenly thought.
Bees only?
In the past, we've used
Take bees.
AMRAAM Bs, and then
Yeah.
we just had to shoot it in STT to
Do
simulate.
it, guys. Yeah.
That,
I
that
must admit,
seems more
I
reasonable.
didn't think about that, but we've got no choice. The reason we're saying this, valued viewers, is we don't have Sparrows for our model of the F-16 because they're too late for the Sparrows. Take a Bravo model, use it as a Sparrow. If you really want to TWS them, I don't particularly care, but try and use them as a Sparrow if you can.
Copy.
Do we have any waypoints for anything?
Just one in the middle, not on any buildings, but all of your have 1 point waypoint in the middle of the the nuclear site. Nowhere else. You'd have to add any other ones you want yourself.
The F-15s can take aim 7s. Forgot about that. They should do that.
Yep.
Why not? Yep.
Yeah, F-15s will have Sparrows.
Cool.
Yeah. The baddies have also got period correct weapons. They've got pretty shoddy weaponry as well, so it's going to match you
Okay.
in terms of capability. Yep.
More about
Have
the
you put the
SA5s.
target altitude in, Cap?
I haven't, but I can find that. I haven't sent the mission yet, so I can get
1950 is the altitude.
Right, 1950 ASL. Okay. Also note, guys, the other important thing that we do have an AWACS, as I'm sure they would have done in real life. So we've got an AWACS with us.
Taking it, there's no tankers.
This
No
various,
tankers, no.
This various coalition aids doesn't include some
No,
Swedes,
unfortunately, the rule I've set is if you've got if you can take part in a proper plane, take part in a proper plane. If you literally have only got an Albatross, then join as an Albatross.
All right, no
basically,
worries.
that's the rule. That's fair enough. Any other questions about the mission, guys, or the history of the mission?
Yeah, what are the respawn conditions?
The usual for GR hardcore mission in hard mode. So disconnect, formation crash, crash on takeoff because I know it gets laggy. Obviously, it gets laggy. But if you get shot down by a SAM, tough titties. You go spectator/GCI.
What are the blue units around the target, and why are they blue?
I've just made the buildings blue. So I don't know why that might have been useful, but you can. Oh, I've made an error. Now you wouldn't believe this, guys. I've made an error. I will go and change it. That's lucky you spotted that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I thought somebody else had probably made that error.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been you. It was probably like
That would have been a very short mission, guys.
Hmm.
Okay, well, we'll get that changed. Obi's awake. That's the good thing. So that's the thing. Mm-hmm.
While you're in there, it'd be nice to get some coordinates for these SAM sites. Since we've got images of them, we assume we know where they are.
Are they not mobile? Are they not mobile? Would they not be moving around?
Threes
Well,
and
why do
fives.
you want it? You've got no JDAMs. Why do you want the codes?
Well, we can
Just
use
saying.
arms, can't we?
Yeah, of course you can. Well, you can, can't you, Ali? Did they have harms?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'll get you your coordinates.
Because we can do.
I'm not sure they had pre-brief mode in that day, though.
Well, I mean, I'll start reading the manual now, but I'm sure they probably did.
Yeah. If they knew the coordinates, for sure they could
Did they
program.
have C's? Did they have C's then?
Yes,
I bet they
they
did.
definitely had Cs. They were like an old block, though. They were pretty terrible. For instance, everyone had Mark 84s. That's about the most modern weapon
Yeah.
they actually had on this mission.
I mean, this is starting to turn into Final Countdown Gulf War, but anyway.
Yikes.
Can I have a fucking, I don't know. Yeah.
Typhoon, please.
That new Wagner weapon. Right. Okay, guys. It's going to be a hard mission, guys. It's going to be a hard mission. Trust me. So I will get some of those things. Let's go through the groups, guys, and then we're going to do some planning because it's probably not a mission we can just charge in and hope for the best. Alpha, because I couldn't find the actual flight names of the real mission, are Combat Air Patrol, the F-16Cs of the 388. Grump, Moist Towlet, who must be damp. Shrek, excuse me. The Bravo, Cap as well, F-16s, 338. Signore, Penguin, Macabu. Charlie, F-16C, 401st, Strike. These are not quite the correct how I've kind of done them, but it's near enough. Cap, Skill, Jigsaw, Ali B. We are going to be destroying the reactor and the doodars. Delta, empty. Echo, Siad/Diad. F-16s playing F4G Phantom Wild Weasels from the 561st.
Nice.
Harms. Foxtrot, the F-15Cs from the 53rd. Air-to-air, Starscream, Shug, Centellian, Space Chef. Golf, F-14s, not playing anyone, completely fictional, but we need some help, basically. Damp, Blood, Tanky, Stoat. Hotel, SMAV-8s, again playing the F-4Gs, with their sidearms in this case, 561st, Tuxel Bendy, Bean. Special, just guys that we wanted to shoehorn in, so they can come and join in. The Saint with an Albatross. Imagine if he wins it when we're all dead. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, I will.
A tactics, guys. So it's a pretty simple camp mission. You've got a heffing great bunch of them all in one place, just with lots and lots of them. With it's not an IADS, but they will have fighter cover inside their SAM cover. Now, the main thing that makes us harder than the usual, guys, is, can anyone guess?
SA5.
SA5 Gammon. If anyone's been watching Camp's videos, which I'm sure they haven't for 1 minute, but if they have, it's a bit of a game changer because it makes things like harms useless because it means you can't go up high anymore. You go up above 1,000 feet, apart from ferry, obviously, you're dead. So
I watched that. It's you can go below 800, right, and then you're safe.
It's 1,000 AGL they've put the code at. 1,000 AGL, but as you well know, you're not very effective from there. Harms are only got 20-mile range or something like that. Fighters will be shooting at you from 40,000 feet, and you'll be stuck down there. It's going to be really hard. We're going to be squished down all the time. How do we fight back against that? I don't know. You know why? Because this is the first time we've ever done it. So I'm looking forward to finding out.
Yeah, the only option for the SA5s would be to drain them.
Yep,
guess so.
just send the missiles right into the dirt from high altitude.
They are easy to notch.
Do they target towels?
We have towels?
Should do.
Yes, because towers, I believe, represent aeroplanes, if you know what I'm saying, not missiles. So
I'll have one of my Tomcats carrying towels so I can launch them.
Here's the problem, Blood. the Tau does the same flight profile ish as a harm. Now you can't. I mean, he has to go 40,000 feet and launch it at 60 miles. You can't do that. It will shoot you from 160 miles.
Yeah, but the difference is you can shoot from the maximum range of the SA5, and then it will start shooting at the Tauds, and you'll drain the SA5 in the process.
If you're going to do that, you'll probably be quite close to our base. So they could probably RTB and pick up some missiles.
Ooh.
I say we just chainsaw Tauds out and drain it all off.
Right.
Yeah.
We can sit on the ground and watch you do it and see what happens.
Remember, here's the other thing: to keep things so we can't cheat. As ever, we've got 90 minutes, so it takes a long time to get a plane up to 40,000 feet. And I mean, by all means, let's try it. But
I mean,
I think at least one round of them would do no harm. If that's fine.
You can scramble the F-14s. We can all sit and watch. Someone could be on spectators and actually see the missiles coming out, and even maybe try and count them or something. That would be useful.
Copy. That'll be the F-14's first mission. Is everybody has Tauds. We just launch up to 40,000, get up to speed, launch our Tauds.
Okay.
Bombs.
Rest of us can save fuel on the ground.
Yeah, and the seed F-16s could maybe go and see if they can follow in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you reckon sneaking down low?
Yeah, remember that the SA5 is an STT beast. So if you've got the SA5 sites, they're only going to engage 3 Tals at one time.
All right, we'll just have to stagger them a bit, and that's no problem.
Yeah, no need to oversaturate. Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. If the F-16s can follow the Tals in, we may be able to get close enough to.
Oh yeah.
So how long is it going to take the SA5s to do 120 miles?
Less than you'd like.
Because they're over 3,000 knots. Remember, we clocked them at Mach 7 or something like that. So it's not that long.
They're also not very maneuverable, right?
You can notch them pretty easily.
Ooh, just be careful. Yeah, you can, but they're not as bad as you might think.
I was watching your video.
If they're launching from so far away and you immediately start diving, wouldn't that just send them?
Just bearing in mind that we were doing that with, an empty jet at half fuel, with a weighed down F-16. Everything's twice as hard.
There is another trick, and I don't know whether it will work on the SA5, is you turn off your ECM, wait for it to fire, turn it on again, and therefore it loses track, and you just rinse and repeat until they're all
Try it. We haven't tried it. We didn't try jamming.
That's actually a good idea.
It will just suck to take off and get shot down 160.
We'll just dump a bunch of Tauds in 60 seconds apart or something. It should do the job.
For my group, basically, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going in tornado style. I don't want to get shot by one of those things.
Well, I ain't taking any Mark 84s then.
Yeah, I'll take you what you're good with, guys.
Well, the thing is, we need to put big holes in our concrete bunker, so we need something big. But we need
I'm taking 84s. I'm taking 84s. I'm going to pop up at the last minute if we get through and just kamikaze a bunch of 84s in there.
The other thing, Cap, is we can loft some 84s. If we loft them from about 6 or 7 miles, just pitch up to 20 degrees, 25 degrees nose up, hold the attitude, and then commit. And
from a T-pod lock.
Well, no, if you've got a good mark, it'll take the bunker out.
Interesting. Oh, we've got a tiny bit of wind and stuff like that, though, guys. I was thinking about that, but that bit of wind.
You could do the same trick, but have buddy lased GBUs.
Who's going to buddy lays, though, in that mess?
EV8Bs?
Yeah, down nice and low. There's only AAA around the target itself, so should be all right for...
Cap, an F-16. An F-16 can lob a Mark 82 6 miles with a bit of wind, and as long as the target is a reasonable size, it should get it within 100 feet.
But a reactor block is a loftable target because that's massive.
Exactly. So I think that's the best. And basically, so it's pitch up 25 degrees. Then for the recovery, take the fucking burners out, roll 135 degrees and pull like hell.
Roger. Well, my group will go roughly together, but I'm going to be dynamic and wait when I get there and see what the SAM situation is like. See if the SAMs are taken out by then, SAM radars are taken out, we can just take our time.
Your other option is rockets. I don't know if you can get to big chunky rockets on the
I don't think we're going to get the power enough to kill a reactor block. It takes about 4 Mark 84s to kill the reactor block, and 1 Mark 84 per those drums.
Are the SA5s likely to reload? So if we
no reloading today.
Okay, cool. So it's not like we have to worry about waves or anything like that. Just Yep, awesome.
It might be the case that if all the F-14s do today is continually dump Tauds in there, drain literally everything, and you guys just fly overhead and it's dead easy.
Right, someone stay on spectators just to make sure they're working. It'd be annoying to waste an hour and find out the towers weren't actually getting shot at. And then we'll take
We
it
should
from there.
find out pretty quickly because the sky will be filled with smoke trails.
Fair point.
And Cappy, are you intending to re-attack?
No, I mean, I'd love to, but it's 170 miles. We can't. Not in.
No. I
90 minutes.
meant do more than one pass.
If I'm, I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest. I don't know is the answer. It really depends what the situation's going to be like when we get there.
Remember, nobody did a second pass in this.
Yeah. Also, I'm not expecting to survive this either way. So I'm not expecting to live because I know as soon as I get there, I'm going to be hounded by a bunch of foxbats.
Well, that's why maybe we just shoot our whole load on one pass on one target.
All right, that works then. I'm just going to probably put all of my bombs into the reactor block.
Okay.
Who wants to go for the fuel storage? Maybe we've got 4 of us. How about me and another reactor block? Me and Gil, reactor block. Jigsaw and Ali, fuel reactor storage. All the other way around, I'm easy.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Roger.
Okay, that spreads our bombs on target. Once I've fixed that. Any other? So my guys, we're just going to hold until the F-14s have done a couple of rounds. Any other questions or thoughts, guys? Super duper, stand by. Okay. Well, that's all good in theory, guys, but let's go and change that mission. Obi, I'm just going to send you the mission. You can get your own coordinates.
And
Hey,
change
Cap,
the spread.
Cap, these S5s shoot at 160 miles at targets that are 40,000 and up, right?
That's literally what we got, yeah.
Copy.
We actually got a terrible PK at that point. We never actually got hit by one of them, but having a missile in the air tracking you is enough to stop you doing your mission, basically. So you might as well treat it as a dangerous threat.
Does the SA-5 have any protection against you just shooting that missile back into the ground? Like you're up high, it shoots at you, and you immediately dive. To counter that, it has to go down, so it would just kill itself in the ground.
Yeah, it works the same way as any other missile like that.
Yeah,
so if you dive down,
quick
it
and
will
easy.
just smack into the ground.
As far as I'm tracking,
as
far as I'm tracking, the SA-5 was built for strategic bombers and other things that are not nearly as nimble as an F-16.
Sorry, an F-16 with 4 84s on is not nimble.
That's my worry.
It's more nimble than a B-1.
We've done tests, but we were a stripped down fighter, not bomber. That was my main problem.
Definitely a lot more nimble than a B-52.
Yeah, fair comment. I have seen B-52s at low level, and they're pretty impressive.
I've seen them too. It's just it didn't work out too well for them.
Well, you can probably drive the missile to the ground. The question is, can you pull up?
I mean, if the Cap F-16s are being shot at, definitely.
What's the mission time for this, Cap? Is it night?
No, it was just in the day, wasn't it, guys? Yeah, it was. It was just in the day, just broad daylight.
Yep.
Bad weather.
I remember the original footage.
Day earlier.
Right.
Yeah, if you ever watched the Sam Evasion footage, yeah, it was broad daylight.
And they were flying so high. Did anyone notice on the footage? You never went below, even when notching missiles, you never went below 25,000 feet. It's quite
probably
some
a lot of
driver.
IR Sams.
They're worried about AAA and man-pass possibly.
Yeah.
So obviously the Cap will wait after the seed attempt as well, I would imagine, and then we'll go in and try to get the fighters.
A message comes out when the fighters start scrambling, so the Cap don't even need to really, to be honest, take off
until then.
We get the message that the Foxbats are launching. Yeah.
Okay.
Did we want to try and drag them away from the strike package, like head east or west rather? West and then north, where the airfields are at, and then just pull them north.
If they take the bait, that would be ideal. But I mean, if their target is the strike package, they may just continue for them, depending on what their program is.
Well,
What I'm gonna do, guys?
Dam's going to be finished pretty early, so he can go to be a low attack after he gets shot down at the start.
Guys, I'm gonna leave the buildings blue. That won't cause a problem. It means you can also look on F10 and plot some coordinates for the buildings if you want.
Will the AAA not target the buildings?
It will not, but it will do the victors. So I'm just gonna go and sort that out now.
That'd be so funny if the AAA started.
I've done this so many times in missions where they just fly for an hour and then everything was already blown up. Oh. Right.
That'd be priceless.
I will go and quickly double check it.
Just watch the AAAs. We just get there and then they're too busy shooting at the reactor itself.
Mm-hmm.
We'll eventually make it through the concrete.
Save. Just go and double check.
It's like how many licks does it take to get into the center of a
Tootsie Pop
reactor bomb?
How many Mark 82s does it take to get the center of a nuclear reactor?
I have prepared my face to be the final shot on this building too.
Yeah,
excellent.
Set your faces to kill.
Right. Okay, let's have a little look in here. Make sure nothing weird is going on. And that is 1 times a reactor. No one's shooting each other. They're living in perfect harmony. And all is well. Make sure the AMX isn't getting shot down. It's not. Make sure the Sams aren't shooting at not. And all good, my friend. Okay. So remember, you can see the buildings on F10 if you want to go and get your own coordinates. I'm going to give Obi the mission now. He can put it up, and while it's going up, he can take the coordinates and do his geekery. And that's everyone happy, I think. Which is not easy to do. Users, me, save games, missions.
Should we have all the F-16s in one giant gaggle, or are we going to stay in our flights?
Well, at least starting our flights.
Yeah, because if for some reason the enemy aircraft break off, then we can break off as flights.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Message. Obi has message. Message. Obi has mission.
Received.
Message.
That is. Alles gut, nerd. Please no Bojo Wagner moments today. Might happen.
Nerd.
Right. First time SA5ing, boys. Let's see how it goes and ting.
Should we maybe have a common frequency for the caps, like 120 additionally to our flight channel that we're listening in on the second radio?
Good idea. I won't bother with a strike, but for cap, that's a good idea. Don't forget, guys, SA5 has a floor of 1,000 feet, AGL. So you're ever in trouble, go below 1,000 feet at any range, and it can't shoot you.
We could all just use 244 since we're not going to have a human AWACS until camp there.
True.
I'll put my face on the building soon enough so you guys can have friggin'. Yep.
Frig.
Friggin'.
Friggin' frig.
Frig. Frick. Frick. Darn.
Right. The flights are all numbered, so you can choose your correct plane. Look at me learning and getting organised or something.
What?
I know.
Is this really cap?
Maybe not.
I can confirm that SA5s do indeed shoot at Talds, but they only shoot one at a time.
Well done, Blood. Oh, that's actually quite a worry, isn't it? How are you going to stop wasting 24 towns per?
Well, it's it's not a major problem because it's one per site, and therefore they'll keep.
So it will.
It'll be all of them will fire at the same Tald.
How far between launches should you do then? Because I mean, the first ones will get shot down. So do you want to do it in volleys or?
So
like 60 seconds between taking off, and that should give us enough space.
Yeah, so we're gonna go up in formation. We're gonna launch our first Talds when we get in our first primary position. Then we're going to bank left 5 degrees to 10 degrees.
Oh, nice!
And then get in formation.
It's just a
drop
2-ship
one
now for
at
my
60
cap
seconds.
plate.
Then bank right, and then drop one, and then do a circuit back, and then drop the last one when we come back that 360, and then go land.
Baby,
Would it not be better just to take off a minute apart? Rather than being all fancy.
That would make sense to me.
Because remember, we need to have this as a conveyor belt. So if we have people landing whilst the others are going up, you get a much higher throughput rather than if we're all having to do everything at the same time.
Constant flow rather than stop-start.
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't fill it with gas.
Yeah, I was not going to take any bags. So you need to take off like a rocket.
Okay, Cap, I can't put the password in the sheet because it's locked. I've sent it to you. Message.
I know how to stop that, so that's a thing, I'm afraid. Right.
Well, I've sent you the password, so it's now a Cap.
Oh, that's a nice, easy one to spell. I'm sure no people have problems writing this one. Right, password is in the password box. Let's go and play some video games together. I mean, simulators together.
Good morning.
Wow.
I can't even pronounce
Look who it
that.
is.
Well then.
Ni hao. How's everyone been?
All right, you coming to blow some men with us? I mean, blow some men.
Is that Onslaught?
Hey,
What's
hello.
up, dude? How's it going?
Yeah, I've been busy with other stuff. And
Other stuff? There is nothing else than DCS. You know this.
COVID.
There are spaces in that password.
Unfortunately, I can't
there are.
play now because my Warhawk is broken. Yeah.
So guys, can someone confirm server port? Is it 10608?
Yes, I've got that as mine. Although I've got incorrect password and it's.
Yep, me too.
Obi, I've copied the exact syntax of yours and it's not working.
You have spaces in it.
Yeah, and I'm copying it from the source and mine still doesn't work.
Have you got a space ahead of it?
No, really? You really put a space ahead of it?
No, but I'm just saying, have you?
No. Capitalization. There's no S, capital S in your thing, and so on.
I just copied it. I copied and pasted it out of the server.
Come on, guys. What's the solution here?
Yeah, no trophy.
There's a space at the end.
You serious? Obi is unbelievable human. There is a space at the end. Oh,
well, I mean, how you didn't know?
My face.
Sorry.
Obi.
Right, guys. 90 minutes starts now. So F-14s, get your faces in here and start doing Taldy boom boom. That's some hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvre. Hors d'oeuvre.
I want an hors d'oeuvre.
I'm bad at French.
Yes, you do. You do want an hors
I'm
d'oeuvre.
hungry.
Guys,
I cannot connect
with this password.
Dude, I could do some hot wings right now.
Some hors d'oeuvres would be great.
Hors d'oeuvres.
Yes.
Just checking. Is this the address that starts with 76?
I'm going into mission, guys. Someone else sort him out. It should be easy to find, though.
After you've people have copied the password, can you click outside of the cell so other people can copy that shiz? Thanks.
Yeah, I can't get his password to work.
Yeah, I can't get it to work.
Yeah, you got to put copy as is and put space at the end.
Yeah, I copied and pasted the one that works on over there.
There's another place where the password is. Cool.
Thank you, Starscream. You're great. I know, I really am.
Sorry, who are you?
Yeah, I'm used to it by now.
I'm kidding.
COVID.
I'm just gonna bring a lot of fuel. Oh, hello.
That was good to hear from you guys again.
Oh, that, Oh, wow, yeah, we're spawning in real close proximity to each other, gee. Been a minute, Onslaught.
I think he just left. Is he still here?
Oh my god. Okay, I was about to say, god damn it!
I thought I heard you say I'll have a good one, and then bloop, and then I heard the Discord thing. It has been a while though. How are you?
Yeah, still good.
Woo, Jesus Christ!
A bit rough right now, so
yeah.
Kind of busy with government stuff.
Secret agent.
Nah, just. Go
ahead, chop her off. Alright, let's got some things back on this thing.
Yeah, we are quite the package for a sardine package.
Oh, there's no space or there's no capital on the middle word. That's why I'm messing it up.
Well, had my own.
From the impacted.
Yeah, had my own fight with COVID. That was not fun. Yep. 5 days in the hospital.
Wow.
Yeah, 32, and it still knocked me on my ass. I mean, it was just recently. I didn't get vaccinated. I don't have reasons now.
Oh wow. Oh, gnarly. When did you get it? Like how many months ago?
About a month ago.
Wow. Crazy, man.
Yep, it was really not fun. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend.
A 15-year-old girl just died in the UK from it. She had no underlying health condition. In fact, she was a boxer and an athlete.
Oh wow, that's sad. That's crazy.
Yeah, because they're arguing at the minute whether we should be vaccinating the 12 to 16-year-olds, and that really swayed the argument, I think.
Okay, so one person died out of.
No, not really. We have had other teenagers die, but they were arguing whether or not, because all the kids are going to school and some of them are getting COVID and then taking it home and parents are then spreading it again, you know, it could start another big outbreak. So they're now saying, well, should we, you know, vaccinate the secondary schools? And there was an argument against it and there was arguments for it, but now, you know, kids are dying from it. So I think what they're swaying to now is, well, you know, we see the UK government bought 5 vaccines for every person in the UK. That's how much they bought in the beginning. So we have got stuff left over and we're giving it to third world countries who can't afford it, that sort of stuff.
That's Shrek right next to me.
I'll be getting my
Ignore
third
it,
vaccine
Macaboon.
soon because, you know, I'm that age and I'm that sort of health-wise. But I think the schools is where it will spread. It will spread amongst the kids. I mean, my niece Amy, she's 14, she's got ADHD, autism, all that stuff. And she gets tested every 2 days to make sure that she doesn't bring it home.
It's a funny thing because they've been saying that schools are
which is rubbish when you think about it.
Traditionally, schools are
they're saying
the most
from
high transmissible for disease and sicknesses. They're a high.
Amy had a cold last week and she brought it home and spread it to my sister and both my parents who are in their 80s. And I'm saying, are you not taking COVID protection? She says, well, no, because Amy gets it.
Okay, anyways. Alrighty, Shrek, are you on the frequency?
Confirm.
Sweet. So you probably already seen my configuration, standard configuration. Let's see where we're taking off from.
That's 2 120Bs and 1 9M.
Per wing, yeah.
I did the same, just my 9Ms are on the tip.
So let's see. I think my primary game plan is we're gonna head for the.
Ticking, Tomcats.
We're gonna head for the airfield that they're supposed to take off from, and just cut the head off.
Sounds good.
At least keep them busy.
I'm also monitoring 122 and 123.
Sweet. I come on here for it. Okay.
And just so you know, I am not very proficient with the 16.
Yeah, that makes both of us. So long as you know how to shoot a missile, I think that's about all we need.
I'm hoping I know how to do that.
That's Palmyra. Okay, F-14s are getting in the air. We'll wait for the seed package to launch, and then we'll take off after them.
Copy.
Somehow we turned from a 4-ship into a 2-ship, so...
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. This didn't have any ECM in it, did it? That would be good to have. WS on, I don't think it's going to affect anything. Bypass, set on. Hard points, they're set, they're good, okay. Yep, alright, we are set to go. Welcome home. That direction. Alrighty, there's seed flight. Go ahead and move up to reserve our spot.
Copy.
Oh, never mind, Signor is already going. We'll launch after them. Maybe. Oh, come on, now everybody wants to go?
Here.
Oh, never mind, that F-15's going the wrong way. Okay, one's rolling. Hi, Greg. Just in time, we're about to get airborne. And, let's see, from where I'm looking, I think we're going to start heading west immediately after this. Recording start now. Oh, this is so beautiful. Just look at this line of F-16s. That is some firepower right there, boys. Goodness.
F-16 cap is gonna hold right at the back of the runway, just on alert, so other flights just go past us.
Afterburner takeoff. Shame. Follow the lead.
Roger, F-16 captain to F-15, we are Gonna go find a parking space over here. Once you take off, we'll just taxi and take off after you get more fuel. So we can hang in the AO after you guys are done. Roger, sounds good.
Yeah, that is a lot of cap. There is actual 3, almost full flights of cap aircraft. We're gonna have 4 F-15s for cap. We're gonna have 6 F-16s for cap. The rest are going for seed and strike, which they are now airborne. Until it's time for us to launch, I can sit and watch these guys. They went still with the cap loadout. You want to do 4 harms? He's coming in hot. My zoom doesn't work when I'm in the F-16. I don't know why. It's tanky. But knocking damn socks should be pretty far out there. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's all the airfields. Airfield 1 is Damascus. Oh, we're on the Syria map. Okay. It's actual Damascus International. But, or whatever the hell they call Damascus. The airfield at Damascus. Airfield 2 is Meza. Oh, so actually pretty close in there. Alright. We're gonna want to go for a roughly 220. Yeah, go for a 220. I have a parking brake in here somewhere, right? It's a nice yellow handle. Which keep me from accidentally rolling. Set this to the external wing. External wing, external center. Ooh, Jesus. Getting some lag. That's not good. Why are the F-16s in front of me? That should be Signori, right? Oh. Hello?
Same.
Orion? Well, that was fun.
Okay, so did everybody else time out?
Never crashed.
Yep.
Yeah, server's
Yeah.
crashed.
Oh,
That
no.
was enjoyable. SE5 not working, question mark?
Yeah,
Yeah, we didn't get any nails, so
I've only done it in single player, I should say, by the way.
just check it and have a look. It may just be something simple.
Oh, that's quite annoying.
Server death?
SE5, square pair, tin shield. The units are all there. They are the correct coalition. They're on crappy skill, but they will still fire. So there's nothing weird. Why could it crash?
Full, like, straight is
multiplayer.
And not responding.
Apparently, the SE5 was causing lag, but
Okay, guys. Well, my best idea is I don't know why it's doing that. Obviously, my best idea is we try again, but we all take off more or less at once. Because I get the feeling that thing's not going to be shooting us 160 miles a day if it shoots us at all. And hopefully it doesn't crash. Annoying otherwise.
Yeah, reloading it now.
Copy, scrap the TALD idea.
Just to check, Cap, did you set anything to invulnerable in the mission?
No, there is a hidden AWACS on our side, Otherwise, nothing's set to invulnerable. Everything's a completely normal mission. Anything you can see front of your side, Obi, you can see all my sites and stuff. Not weird.
I haven't looked at your mission, but I'm trying to look in the server to see what caused it to.
I don't.
Crash.
Log.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Oh, you know what? I bet they hit. What range were you at, Blugs? You were just about to hit a trigger zone, I know.
I was at about 100 miles.
No, that doesn't matter. It's not that. Hmm.
And now we play Find the Bug.
You got your TALDs off?
Nope, I could have got them off, but I was waiting for
I need them. What was that, Obi?
So it's deflating it failed insufficient memory on the server, which is
small mission.
Yeah. Well, 3 lines before that,
memory.
though, GR Bean's name's mentioned, so should we blame him?
Yeah. Right, we'll try again, guys. We don't need the TALDs. It looks like these SA5s aren't firing. We'll go in and treat them as SA6s and stuff like that.
Yeah, when I was testing this myself with F-16 and SA5, I was finding they didn't launch till you got to 80 miles.
Yeah, I think we should still take the TALDs, because even if if they're not useful for the SA5, they will be useful for the SA6s.
Oh, I know why, guys. My bad. I completely forgot. It's RCS dependent. The plane I had to get to use was a massive bomber. In the end, it wouldn't launch at the fighter, so it's going to only see you 80 miles.
Yeah, we'll just do the same thing again.
Yeah,
I may have to dial back on the gas because I was running out of fuel there. But
are you going up with full gas? I'd suggest go up with full gas.
Yeah, I'm going to take bags this time.
All right. All right, let's try again, guys, and hope for the best. If you were approaching 80 miles, that is when they should be firing at you. Out of interest,
it was about 100. I was planning to launch the TALDs at 90, so yeah, they probably would have launched a bit further along.
All right, there you go. Right, I'm gonna go. Let's try again. And ting.
Obi, do you want me to monitor the server to see if the memory's going up? While
Yeah, you could. If you're not doing anything else, Anthony, that would be appreciated.
No, I'm not flying. I got a headache.
Sorry to
I'll
get
just
that on.
be starting it now. Then it's all yours.
Nothing like watching graphs go up and down to soothe a headache.
That's what I do. Shit, no.
Well,
All right.
yeah, we're all bit.
Stopping the recording
Spoken like
right
a
now.
true accountant.
Yes. / simulator enthusiast.
Also, Cap, I just saw your sick rig. Nice joystick right there.
Cool, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that's
Got a big
cool.
fatty.
Wing.
Your big wang.
Yeah, I'm
Big
trying
wang.
2-foot wanger.
My girlfriend says my wind wing is a little too big for her. She wants to go back to my X-56.
Three people in the world would find that funny, and they're all here. No one else will understand that.
By the way, historically, why is it called a joystick?
I mean, even in a plane, they call it a joystick. Really, you can have a lot of joy up there.
Joy.
It's weird, man.
Well, back in the day,
Joy
the
built it.
first
Back in the
first
day, they
games,
used it as a dildo.
the first machines that used them were the tabletop like games that you play in like the arcade. So they would bring Joy Arcade.
There you go.
Ah.
But
Orville and
So
Wilbur
what
Wright
do they
said, how are we going to control this? And they said, well, Joy's got a stick. We can stick that in
Yeah.
the hole.
I was about to say,
So
control sticks for planes have been around since well before arcades. So did they control joysticks back then too?
It comes from the French of to touch your penis.
There it is.
Promise.
And
Joystick.
and they say that French language is the language of love. Jeez.
Please.
How's that server coming along, guys?
It's up.
It's
Bob, we're already in.
Server's up.
Thanks for telling me. In I come.
Yeah, we're already taking off and engaging in the mission and stuff. So
Tomcats, get ready to go.
You know what? Let's try that. Mike.
If I knew these SAMs didn't work like this, I wouldn't have put us 200 fucking miles away. Oh, never mind. Done now.
D, E, N, 9, Mike.
Pretty unusual. We get a fatal crash nowadays, isn't it? Very, very unusual.
Go ahead and copper off.
Didn't we have one the other day though for the the Dragon campaign? You know where we all desync.
Yeah.
No, that maybe I did check it out and found out why though. That was a bean fault rather than a hardware fault.
Refueling complete.
What did he do?
But everything in the world all happening at once. That that would make an Iron Wolf look small. Look great on the video, but yeah, that was why we're all crashing.
It was so bad that I released my missiles, but the server didn't know they'd left
no,
the
you're right.
aircraft.
You're right. Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, right at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, we just chewed the server up.
Because I fired the missiles flying nice and straight and level, and it said they'd come off the aircraft, fantastic, and I moved slightly and I ran into the missile that was still attached but not attached.
No, nothing's happening in this one. There's no excuse for it. We all care. No H&D. No H&D, guys. There's no H&D. Although I can't believe it. I certainly can't get myself. If you did use one, I wouldn't be able to believe that. Right, that is me armed up and things.
Man, we really yes. 88, yeah, 88.
I know they don't fire until it's released. Maximum about 100 miles.
Later, man. Good to see you.
Alright, we shall wait for the speed F-16.
Ooh! That's sexy.
Don't worry, we will sit here like suspect attack. Check the parking spot. Cap light.
having aircraft problems, so a slight delay to the launch of the F-16C flight.
When flight goes by, we will follow them.
Crazy. You're missing a center tank this time.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure if we would need all that fuel.
Probably don't.
Yeah, the rest of them have it, so I'll put one on. For the sake of uniformity, but also not being uniform by not having the same skin.
Alright, let's put some things back on this thing. Copy. Areas on runway, you ready, or can the C-16s overtake? And lined up at the threshold.
Okay, yeah, so... Okay.
Rearming complete.
Yeah, I don't expect them enough to move.
All units Echo Flight requesting expedited takeoff after technical issues, C-Flight of Vipers.
Yep, when you're ready, guys.
Go ahead, runway George. Rolling takeoff.
Good luck to the end, guys. Echo Phantom, whatever you are.
Thank you, Cap.
Heads up, 1 F-16 taking off. You have no ordnance on you.
That would be the one who's going into burner now. You have nothing.
Over, you got no weapon!
RTO! Ah, never mind.
Human hell.
I guess so.
Apparently, over you got no weapons on.
Wild weasel it.
You got the guy dodging the kick Sam. Roll.
For God's sake, I had to respawn, I forgot to rearm.
Oh, he's coming back. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah, he's coming. No, he's coming back.
He's gonna respond.
Maybe it's in a wild weasel.
He's gonna do both. That's funny.
It's been a weird weasel. Or were they on strike?
steady. Collision. Go with 3. See, that's the thing though, the flashes are so slow. Okay. Oh, they're reloading. Alright, Rainbow's tuning in right now. We're holding short of takeoff. We're on basically scramble status, alert 5, waiting for the call for enemy QRF to take off. We're gonna take off, engage them. Have to ignore his flight in front of us, and then my flight will be back here. The 2 F-16. Got his free ship up there. I like looking different from the rest of the crowd, so we have a very old style BDU blinker camo on here. Even though it's pretty obvious that the Desert Storm was not using this for camouflage, but it's typical gray and light gray that you see in front. Time to charm, Obi.
Shush.
And off he goes, wobbly yonder. Yeah, that's so exciting. Anyways, let's see how the rest of this mission's going. Because there's not much going on right here. For reference, we have to. Oh my god. Ugh, that is such a far way to go. I mean, it said something about it's 170 nautical miles to target. Yeah, there's the target right there. That's 172 nautical miles from. Let's see, the first airfield, still about, yeah, they're all about 170 nautical miles. We only have an E2. Oh well. Like 16 already turned on. Yeah, that would be all the stuff right there. HDP. Right, change this back in external. Watch these guys up front. Let's see what they're doing. But not is in the lead. 44,000 feet. Lining up. Count up. One. Wait, that's a different one. That was perfect. I wonder what's been. He's having trouble keeping his jet. At speeds that'll rip his wings off, Jesus. Right next to the airfield. Oh no, I thought it crashed again for a second.
I feel like we're going to need to refuel before we take off.
Probably. I was half entertaining the idea, since it's such a long transit time, that we would just get in the air and do a standing cap.
Harrier Siege Group, when do you think you guys are going in? We're just taking off shortly.
Taking offshore? What?
We're English, we just like queuing.
Speaking of, it's going to take forever for the Harriers to get out there.
Yes, it is.
It's in air alert 5 status. Gotta love it. I mean, jet's on and AC's a pumping, so it's not entirely too hot in this thing. Though sitting in this thing for too long, just sitting here would be sounds like it'd be very uncomfortable. Let's see, 19th of January 1990. Oh, actually, so it actually would have been a little bit cold.
Good luck, Harriers.
So, in all reality, it would probably feel perfect in here, considering all the gear we had on. Funny enough, I have not consumed any fuel yet. Iraqi aircraft spotted taking off.
Alright, cap flight, Iraqi aircraft spotted taking off. Let's take the runway.
Okay, guys, the hostile MiGs have started taking off. What do you want to do, bud? Do you want to get cap in or wait?
DCS flight would not mind a cap escort. We have plenty of fuel. We can orbit if need be. We're taking off.
Okay, good luck.
$100, 120, 30, 140, 150. Let's see, rotate. So initial game plan, if these guys deviate any, we're gonna head for a 220, which we're heading now, looks like. We'll establish Angels 30 and move from there. This thing just limes. I'm gonna go,
dropping the center tank.
Yep, I'll do the same. Storage management, select jettison, center. Do you confirm good, jettison?
Confirmed.
Oop. Lead coming out of birder.
Connie.
Yeah, I know how my mouse plays. Here we go. Reaching 35, smoothing out.
Enfield, 1-1. What's the picture looking like? Enfield, 1-1. Overlord, 1-1. Signal group at Bulls, 172, 490 at 2,500.
There we go.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 219, Fort 140 at 4,000 knots. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 219, Fort 140 at 3,500, flanking.
Looks like Signora's flight's continuing upwards into the heavens. Alright. Check left, 5 degrees.
Copy. Okay, has the left-hand 6T locked.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 216, Fort 120 at 4,000, flanking. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 216, Fort 120 at 4,000, flanking. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 216, Fort 120 at 4,000, flanking. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 216, Fort 120 at 4,500, flanking.
ETA to target 12 minutes.
Falcon group, this is Eagle group. How do you want to approach these interceptors over?
The 16's in the front, which is me, Penguin, and Makabu. We're trying to get there as quickly and efficiently as possible. We're heading off to the right slightly.
Okay, as handoff on 5A. Looks like there's missiles out. 30 miles Magnum.
Alpha Flight, the A2 ship of F-16s will follow in behind Signore and be the push through.
Roger, we can make a bit of a chainsaw since we're elongated here and we have depth. We'll just go cold back to you once we need to go defensive.
Yep, Affirm, just announce when you're cold, we'll stay hot, and we'll announce when we go cold.
Okay, cool, and then the 15s I think are in the back. Will be our third wave.
If there's any groups, because you guys have data link, we don't tell us which ones you want us to hit, we'll go there.
Roger, will do. Let me just get some SA first. I'll let you know.
Still. Up one.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 216, Fort 100 at 5,000, flanking. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 2.
Okay, 316s in the front are taking the leftmost group of bandits. They're now 80 miles out from us.
Alpha Flight's tracking the other 2 flights. We'll take the secondary targets, and we can have the 15s take the third.
Rod.
Tomcast, what's the state of play on the SA-5 Gammons? Are they finished?
Yeah, this is F-16C flight. The SA-5s, we've taken at least 2 of them out, and an SA-6. The SA-5s didn't provide much of a fight.
Hold on.
K2, we're gonna go ahead and
This
gate
is the
3, 2, 1,
F-14s. Do you need more towels to finish off the remaining SAMs, or do you think you'll be okay with what you got?
I think we'll be alright, to be honest. There wasn't much threat. The 6s and the 3s they need to watch for now, I'd say.
Okay, because I'm debating whether it's worth coming back with some massive GBUs, and if there's a friendly Harrier, late to it.
Do it, Blood, do it. I think the Gammons are all gone.
Yeah, the last Gammon I think just went.
Well played, guys. Phase 1 complete.
Learning of the day is it works a lot better when you take weapons.
Node. Front flight of 16s is starting our dive. We're about 45 miles out from the first set of bandits.
Bravo, Alpha. Just a heads up, it looks like they took the bait. They're heading towards us.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 215 480 at 6,000.
I'm still on 4 bar, at 2 bar. Oh yeah, they absolutely did.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 212 470 at 14,000 knots. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 223 460 at 35,000 flanking. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 207 450 at 35,000. Overlord 1-1, Chevy 3-1, looking for bogey dope.
Alright, looks like Bravo Flight's right in front of us, so we're gonna have to be careful on our shots. Maintain STT.
Fox 3 lead bandit, Angels 38. Copy.
Okay, go mill.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 220 450 at 35,000 knots.
Benson, if you haven't already.
Enfield 1-1,
Benson.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 211
Splash 1.
at 14,000 knots.
Alpha Flight's about 35 miles out from that original target.
What's the picture looking like? Chevy 3-1, Overlord 1-1, 10 groups. First group
Jesus
at
Christ.
149 480 at 45,000. Additional group at
R.
151 490 at 38,000. Additional group at 151 490 at
Fox 3, 10 miles.
Additional group at 157 480 at 35,000. Additional group at 155 4100 at 25,000. Additional group
Running cold as well, 350.
4100 at 28,000. Additional group at 162 4100 at 19,000.
Alpha Flight's moving in on a bandit. Angels 33 heading towards us. Roughly 020.
Alright, boys, we'll bring him to you.
Lead Fox 1. Alright, missile out on target heading direction diagonal to us. From here you can engage targets of opportunity that continue heading towards us.
Copy.
Looks like there may be a target just off our nose continuing towards us in the cons. Just above the one that's
Alright,
flying around.
first set of 16s is overlapping with friendlies.
Alpha 1 splash 1. Alpha 1's turning cold. Alpha 1 splash 1, turning cold.
Roger, first group's turning hot again.
There's loads coming in, Grump. Get ready.
I'm staying hot.
Roger that, take your shot and get ready to turn away.
15 miles, Fox 3. Fox 1.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 204-4485 at 4,500, flanking.
F-15, you've launched it at 16. F-15, you've launched it at Viper.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 204-4485 at 4,000, hold.
I just had an F-15 launch on me.
Alright, first flight is running cold again.
Eagle Flight, check your fire. Jesus Christ.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 194-435 at 6,000, flanking.
Friendly at Angels 30, we're dragging them right to you.
Alpha Flight, turning back hot.
Excellent.
Where am I at? Okay.
Overlord 1-1, Chevy 3-1, looking for bogey dope.
Scenary's hot.
Chevy 3-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 191-445 at 7,000, flanking.
Cap units, I think that's the first wave dealt with. The first wave dealt with, well done.
Alpha Flight, copy. That's looks like that's what we're seeing on our scope too.
Roger, we're passing you in about 5 minutes with the ground attackers.
Falcon Flight, this is Eagle Flight. We have MiG-25 bearing 200, going to engage, over.
Alpha copies.
Bravo Flight is also engaging. This will be our last engagement, and we are bingo.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 208-445 at 7,000, hold.
The second wave looks like 8. Looks like 8 hostile.
Alpha lead, Mud 6, bearing 194.
Lead copy, tank. I have the lead MiG-25, over.
Your shooter, fire when ready. You're close.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 207-435 at 6,000, flanking.
Got enemy SAMs out from the base.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 204, 430 at 7,000, flanking.
Just heads up, Cap. Yeah, looks like area's still hot for all Cap flights. Steer clear of the SA-6.
Yeah, we'll make sure we don't go into the SAM site. There's at least 4 sitting over the nuclear power site.
So the F-14s are going with 2 TALs to 2 GBUs, so we'll be there in probably 20 minutes or something to deal with those SAMs.
Will you have any air-to-air weapons?
Negative.
You still have Cap flights in the air.
Sure, cool. Splash, MiG-25.
Missile out, missile out. 190 coming out from the reactor area.
Stroke 3 defending.
Yeah.
Good.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 214.
Just bear in mind you're fighting within the SA-3 site, guys.
Copy, thank you.
They're already coming for you, they're coming for you, so...
Alpha's turned cold.
Overlord 1-1, Bra 214, 418 at 7,000, cold. Overlord 1-1, Enfield 1-1, looking for bogey dope. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 200, 413 at 5,000, flanking.
Okay, flanking. Like that. Go with that. I get selected Jess. Whatever. Alpha light's turning back in hot.
1-1, Bra 216, 426 at 7,000, flanking. Overlord 1-1, Enfield 1-1, looking for bogey dope.
If when I turn, any missiles come out.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 212, 427 at 7,000, flanking.
Got more missiles out from the base.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 206, 423 at 7,000 knots.
Texel has laser on target at 25 miles.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 209, 419 at 7,000, flanking.
I don't like this one bit. Nope, I'm turning back around.
Sierra Fox 3.
I'm gone. IP's got a pod and I've got the target eliminated at 1688. Just tell me if you want to late.
Alpha flight's turning back cold. Enemy flights are still in SAM range.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra.
Blood knock, yeah, we'll need that, but we're still 140 miles out, so wait a moment.
Yeah, we're just still orbiting 20 miles from the target. We're not going in yet.
Roger, well, you know, we're a bit closer.
Echo 2, final runway
Mac to send you to Jet 1 and collect that.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 197-430 at 4,500, flanking.
Alpha's turning back hot.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1.
Bravo flight is RTB, Winchester Bingo.
7,000, flanking.
Eagle flight, what's your status?
Overlord 1-1, Bra 181, 435 at 6,000.
Falcon flight, this is Eagle flight. I am RTB at this moment, low on fuel. Spaceship is still in the AO. Unknown on the others, over.
Roger, just heads up, still seeing a lot of missiles coming out from the low areas. Alpha 1 has approximately 45 minutes playtime left.
At 4,000, flanking.
These are SN9s, aren't they?
Tap flare. Tap flare. Tap flare.
Find some other direction to come out from. Oh, there's SA5 with an SA3 on it. I don't like the idea of that at all.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, pop-up group 150.
Tomcat, distance out.
3,500.
About 110 nautical miles out.
Alpha flight's going to attempt to drag the enemy flights out towards the northwest.
Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Bra 140, 421 at 7,000 knots.
Yeah, that was my worry. We're in SAM range right now. Sea flights, what's your status? We still have a lot of SA3s and SA6s active.
Sea flight is currently RTB, rearming, refueling.
Alpha copies.
Scrum, how many fighters left in there, baddies?
Last radar sweep had about 3 or 4.
Nice.
Alpha flight, this is Eagle flight. Our status is 2 are down. I'm RTB, and spaceship is still in the AO, but trying to also RTB over.
Eagle flight, Alpha flight copies. Right now, Alpha flight is Singleton F-16, maintaining cap in the AO. Playtime's about 30 minutes now.
Overlord 1-1, Enfield 1-1, looking for Bogito. Enfield 1-1, Overlord 1-1, Queen.
Queen.
All units 37, 30 minutes of game time left. 37 minutes.
All flights update from Alpha flight. Looks like the skies are clean. Still have active SA3, SA6 in the area.
Thank you, Grump.
Alpha 1 going defensive. Struck 3 defending!
Nice.
Alpha missile defeated.
Overlord, 1-1. Infield, 1-1. What's the picture looking like? Infield, 1-1. Overlord, 1-1. Clean.
I almost want to kind of go low altitude and hard break these guys. These 6 is still seeing me. What would be the chances? Actually, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Checking my AAA. They would shred me. This way. Getting a notch with them. No. At least I can.
F-16C flight is rearmed, but at base, but there doesn't seem to be any point coming back out. Mission will be over before we get there.
Agreed.
Charlotte side, please take out the reactor fuel storage.
Yeah, so it actually does miss.
This is the Tomcat flight. We're approaching approximately 55 miles from the target. We're going to drop our towers at 40, wait for the SAMs to be drained, and then we will be right in with the GBUs.
And yeah, so it depends on the missile. Some missiles will straight up just
so we have the grab guys to come and rescue you.
Detonate if it loses resolution or target solution. The rest generally will just kind of fall out of the sky. They'll try to track it for as long as they can until the battery on the missile dies out, and then at that point, yeah, it just turns into a lawn dart. What's up, Average Joe? Kind of finishing up with this mission right now. Props to the Signore flight for, per the usual, know what to do in fighting in F-16s. I don't think they lost anybody in their flight.
All units cap, all units cap, all targets destroyed, all RTB immediately.
Woo! Roger that, Alpha Flight RTB at this time.
Flawless victory, boys.
Flawless. Okay, so it's gonna be 146. That's not right.
But these massive GBU-24s I wanted to use, but no.
3-0. It's
just to a vision for your blood.
Roger, I'm Connie, just so you know.
I'm Grump, nice to meet you.
Sorry, wrong channel.
Let's see, fuel flow's at 11.9. I've got 4.3. We'll make it. Really? Shut up. Nobody liked you anyway. Alright, I'm not talking to anybody in the chat. I'm talking about the SA-3 that's painting us for whatever reason now. Whoop. Oh, jeez, that was a little violent. Let's do that. Attitude hold. Heading selector still set. I don't even know who this is. What's Penguin? You know what? Fly with it.
Bendy, comm check. Bendy, comm check.
Bendy can't reach the phone right now. Please leave a message after the tone.
You see where he is?
Negative.
He's just parked his Harry in Baghdad. Looks like he'll be joining me in the cells.
She's got a timeshare there.
That's out. He's just full burner right now, because damn. I am going Mach 1, and I feel like I am not catching up to him.
Cap, I'm disappointed why you aren't asking why I turned one sidewinder on my area.
I guess we'll tackle that in debrief.
Because the other one I used to shoot down a MiG-25.
Ouch! I mean, good.
Or even his cap. Bring Macaboo flying together. Starscream and Space Chef are kind of away from each other.
The L-39's just got there, guys.
Yeehaw! Oh, Cap must have gotten shot down. That's unfortunate. There's 700 pounds of fuel. Let's see, can I set steer point 0? There's no home plate steer point. Seriously though, am I getting any closer to this to him? Afterburner it, fuck it. YOLO, right? auto killing the rest of my fuel just trying to get to him.
Seniority's declaring an emergency. I'm doing a dead stick landing. I'm about 8 miles out.
Godspeed.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
For all this time, finally catching up.
Signore, confirm you are out of gas. Yep, I'm out of gas. I'm probably almost out of hydrazine, too. I'm on final right now.
Okay, just don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Roger.
Penguin Grump, don't be alarmed, I'm just saddled off your right side.
Tabulation.
This is Eagle Lead. I am right behind the F-16s on final approach, over.
Slow, methodical. Yeah, I gotta go just a little bit into Afterburner just to keep up with this guy. He has nothing on his rails though, so nothing really slowing him down.
Tommy Traveler inbound to landing downwind, turning final.
Formation flying. Great.
Starscream caution, runway occupied.
One of them's got the wrong runway. Which one?
Well, the two people in front of me are landing on the opposite runway to the one we took off from, so that's weird. Recommend they go around quickly.
Near the rocker a little bit.
Not really any need for that. It'll buff out.
Spare chassis on downwind for runway 27.
final 47.
Special planning base 27.
Advised space, stay on the left side. There's a shutdown 16 on the right side of the runway.
Copy, soon. Eyes on you.
Aeronautical.
Special from time.
Okay.
Special still taxiing on the right of runway 27. Special runway vacated.
Lot of speed. We'll be able to do a formation planning here. Game plan.
Altitude. Altitude.
Yep.
Got some fuels ignored.
Might be the best time to do gunnery practice. Nah, I'm not some good guy. Pretends to be good guy is actually bad guy in typical Ace Combat arc.
The runway is now clear. I put some fuel in. Restarted the jet.
The chief mechanic is not gonna be happy with your jet.
No, he's not. I had to use JFS Start 1, too.
that's like an emergency start procedure.
Okay, calm down, go. Hopping off. Flight 3 F-16s heading in for runway 27.
Two ship F-16s on short final runway 27.
Yeah, we'll hold in orbit at Angels 5.
Want Grump, we're parked. This is the place we started.
Floated shit.
You want to join?
Else.
Visual on the on the runway, and flight 3 going to head in for runway 27 now.
We'll be over there in a few minutes. Signal ray.
Roger.
I think the bad part for us was the fact that we rearmed and everything, went back out, and then it was all over.
Crater on the runway.
Yeah. I mean, the mission literally went so well, nobody needed to come back. Unlike the real mission, which, well, let's just say it was a little bit more gritty.
Yeah, it went so well for me, I didn't even have to fly back.
You see, all they needed is some F-14s and some towers. That's it.
Those towers are magical.
Yeah, that worked well.
That was cool to watch. They definitely worked. It was cool.
Yeah, I think it's something that DCS does need is more intelligent SAM networks. Because they're so zealous, yeah, they're quite easy to beat because all you have to do is just chuck in a few things and
they'll use all their ammunition just like that.
Especially if there's lots of SAM systems next to one another, they'll all fire at the same thing at the same time. So it's not like they go, oh right, you guys get it. If there are 5 SA5 sites, you'll get 5 SA5 missiles out on one TALD.
Yeah, it's not like there's an overall command system that's...
No.
You're right, there's like no brain.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way you can program them there, can you?
There are
I've
some
heard of them.
script
Yeah, I was about to say I've heard of like some intelligent like scripting out there, some intelligent SAM scripting.
Yeah, I think there is like an IAD script you can get. It's not the best, and it is interesting though because the SAMs will just turn themselves off randomly.
Yeah.
And eventually wake up. So you've always got that lurking sensation of there might still be something out there.
Yeah,
the
that's
problem
what I'm
with
saying.
it
It's like whenever you have a harm go out against it or something like that, it'll detect it and it'll shut itself off.
The problem with it is it's a bit too zealous in turning everything off. So normally you can get close enough to fire a Maverick and disappear before they've properly woken up. At least for the shorter range SAMs. Yeah, the way it should work is you chuck in harms and then everyone else comes in with the harms and has to destroy them before the harms hit the ground.
Yeah, I guess the nice thing with the town is it thinks it's an aircraft, so it doesn't know what's coming.
I'd hope you were to work out that the thing gliding at a constant pace and dropping at a constant pace might not be an aircraft.
Oh, those radio operators have only just come out of phase 2, mate.
It's true, and of course, when they do work out that they're gliding like that, you then just take your aircraft and glide it in at the same rate as the TAL. Be like, don't worry, guys, it's just one of them TALs.
It's just a TAL.
Formation fly with a TAL as lead.
Meanwhile, you've got like 4 harms.
Yeah, don't worry, guys, it's just a Mach 3 TAL. It's fine. I still love the way the alarm works. I don't know if it was ever deployed in this way. I'm sure Ali may be able to give more indication, but it has a sub mode where it will fly towards the target. If it doesn't find anything, it points itself vertically upwards. When it runs out of power, it just deploys a parachute and just slowly sits there waiting for them to turn the SAM back on.
And what's really nice about them is you can program them. So if you've got, say, a target area, you can program each alarm to look at just a particular sector of the target area. So you can actually have 4 or 5 of them lurking up there, each sort of looking for something lighting up in a particular area. It's really good.
So why do we get rid of them then? Because they seem like they're really useful.
If I remember right, it's got a secondary motor as well, so that when it does pick something up, it then fire off that secondary motor to go after the target.
I think everything else it basically just became obsolete. Found something bigger, better, more efficient way to take things out.
I guess as well as radars get better, they can still detect the alarm while it's in its parachute mode and just shoot it down.
Yeah, but on the old original EF2000 game, the alarm was really, really good because they did actually model its loiterability. It was brilliant.
I think they also put it in digital integrations Tornado as well.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I've still got that. It is in there.
Well, the genius part about it is it induces so much fear in a SAM operator that even if you haven't fired any alarms, they're still sitting there going, there could be one floating around somewhere.
And that was the whole point.
Make them just abandon their posts.
I mean, to be honest, if I was a SAM operator in Iraq, I'd be like, stuff this. There's no point.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fighting against the largest air force in the world and several other of the largest air forces in the world all combined.
Well, that's kind of what their pilots did with their Air Force. They were just like, you know what? We're going to just stop going up. There's really no point.
It's just not worth it. We've got worse kit and a lot less of it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, their army wasn't any better either.
Right. Yeah, they also came to the same conclusion, going, that's a lot of Abrams. What do we have?
And they're like, we can't see them, it's dark, and we're out of range, and they're in range. So, big problem.
We're losing shit. They're not losing shit.
Yeah, like, second time round, they literally, everybody abandoned, apart from the Republican Guard, who then broke the laws of armed conflict and addressed the cities. So our ROEs changed.
And then I'm pretty sure the Republican Guard, they shelled them with the 16-inch guns, didn't they?
Well, the ROE changed to, instead of shooting anybody in a uniform, shoot anybody carrying a gun.
Right.
Military-aged males.
Right.
Some good film of the Apaches applying that. As they're flying about, taking a good look and saying, is that guy holding a gun or not? With the ears.
He's got a knife.
Get him! Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the problems when you're fighting a non-uniform force.
Yeah, I think after the Iraq War, anyone with any kind of sensible mind went, let's not fight the Americans and have a fair fight. It's not going to go well.
Right.
To be fair, even we, as the ground forces, were scared with the Americans being on our team. Because
That's
it's
true.
a case of, if we were moving, if it became dark, we just stopped. Because they would fly around and just engage, at night engage anything that moved. They didn't care. They didn't do any ID or anything. Like
Well, there was that warrior that was taken out by an A-10.
Welcome back, Lord Phantom.
Yeah, that was bad.
Report for debrief.
And I'm pretty sure some aircraft were also shot down blue on blue, if I remember correctly. Can't remember if it was by. Let me check this out.
Yeah, I think that's happened a few times.
Definitely.
It's an FAC,
But you know, it was so, you know, there's so much going on. It was almost bound to happen. You know, it's kind of like this mission we did today. It was very complex, a lot of aircraft, kind of hard to keep track of everything. Things can go wrong.
It was a good opportunity for a Grav precursor mission to this, so because they sent the AH-64s in to take out the EWRs.
Oh, did anyone have a tac for you?
This Starscream, I got one.
Send, please. Just gonna wait for that, and then we'll get on with our debrief.
I'm looking forward to when the actually comes out.
That'll be cool.
Because I've been contemplating doing. I've done one mission in this style before, like an Afghanistan type campaign where there's not a lot of stuff to kill, but it's all about precision munitions and stuff coming at you left, right, and centre. So it might be there's an IED on the road that blows up a convoy, and you've got to go out and rescue people. But annoyingly, we're not getting.
Hey Cap, it's in attack view files.
Speaking of rescue, is anyone coming to get me?
No, you could get to share the jail with me.
Just take a taxi.
Those yummy Iraqi electrodes, so warming.
Oh gosh.
Oh, don't worry. The Americans will take down the power stations before long, and
gives new meaning to the Baghdad battery.
Oh gosh.
Do you think I could trade in a serviceable airframe?
Almost certainly not. They're not interested in your American propaganda. Right, gonna put the recorder on. And welcome back, guys. We did it. I literally thought there was pretty much a 5% chance of us doing that, because that's a lot of SAMs, and it's the first time I've gone up against the SA-5. We put our little brains together, and we did it amazingly. And shooting down those 16 MiGs with long-range weapons in their own backyard with SAM cover was really impressive by the air-to-air guys. So everyone just did really well, apart from the landing at the end. But otherwise, that was really perfect. Right, shall anyone want to summarise before we go group by group? Just group by group. Start with whoever the first group is. Send, please.
Well, since we were going off of just Alpha Bravo Charlie that make Alpha Flight, the two ship F-16s, we stuck around with Signor's flight and waited on the runway until we got word that the enemy QRF was launching. At that point, we all scrambled, head immediately towards the target area. We coordinated amongst each other, along with the F-15 group, to set up a three-flight chainsaw maneuver. I think it worked out very well. We had Signora go in first shooter. They turned cold. We went in hot, launched our volley, went cold, had the F-15s come in and do their volley. I know, at least from my flight, I was able to get one Fox 1 M120B on target, shot down, I think it was a MiG-29 or MiG-25, which one of the two. Lost Shrek in that engagement. I'll have him talk. I don't know if he was able to kill anything before he got shut down. But other than that, maintained cap and let the other flights do their thing as well, and maintained air superiority. After that, we RTP'd and made it home with one loss on our flight. Shrek, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, no, I shot my shot right after you did, and I exchanged kills. I did get MiG-25.
Excellent. So that's 2 kills from Alpha Flight.
Wicked. Well done, guys. Next group.
All right, that would be Bravo, Cap Flight, we were the front prong of the cap. We burned in at high altitude for efficiency and speed. And like Grump said, he basically covered it all. We established a chainsaw with his flight and the F-15 flight. Our flight Bravo. How many kills did you get, Penguin? Well,
I got 2 in the end.
2, and then Macabu?
2, I think.
Okay, so we got 9 kills from Bravo flight.
Woo!
Unbelievable.
I believe, if they got 2 each. So we got 9 kills Bravo flight, and I actually ran out of fuel. Well, I had 900 pounds and made it back. I think it was about 160 miles on 900 pounds, and I glided it in. So that turned out okay. But it was quite nerve-wracking, to say the least. But that's it for Bravo.
Roger, well done, guys. I see you in there supporting the AV8Bs and ACMing all those MiGs down under Samfire. Really good work.
Thank
Amazing. Next group.
That's you.
That's you, Cap.
Right. Of course it is. Right. This mission was all about timing. The groups had to take off and loiter at the right time for everything, for all the cogs to work. And everyone did perfect timing, which is incredibly unusual for us. So we took off, we transited 170 miles, and rather than being 5-year-olds, we waited outside of Baghdad until you super guys went in and shot all the MiGs down. When we were happy with the MiGs down, we went in, we bombed the base. Simple as that. Nothing special. Mark 84s, I got shot down because there was actually pretty heavy AAA cover, but the boys did great. The whole nuclear site destroyed pretty easily. RTB, boys did really well. Lovely landing. Next group.
Okay, that's Echo. I think the seed flight. We had a little. Well, I say we. I had a bit of a false start because my rudder pedals failed me, so I found out I could only do right.
It was the pedals' fault, guys. It was the pedals' fault.
Yes, it was the pedals.
Always.
So I'm blaming the pedals on the next problem, which resulted in my respawn and haste to take off. Obviously, just on a test flight to test the pedals were working correctly, I went up unarmed, so then I had to respawn again. But Gary and Artie pressed on, and I caught up with them eventually. And then we engaged. I think we killed 2 SA-5 radars and a couple of SA-6s, and then we RTB'd, and that was it.
Well, guys, yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
Sammy?
we went in after the TALs, and nothing launched on us on the way in, so it was ideal. We just flew in, engaged the radars with harms, and then flew back out again.
Yeah, without those TALs, I don't think we could have done this. Next group.
That would be the F-15s. Just like we said before, we followed the F-16s and somewhat the idea that we had more loiter time than they do as far as fuel is concerned. I think Centillion shot down a MiG-29 right off the bat in the first wave, and then we lost him and Spaceship to Sam's. Oh, I'm sorry, him and Shrugs to Sam's. Spaceship got a kill, and I got a kill, and the 2 of us that were left returned. And somebody was in the way on the runway. I don't remember who that was.
You.
He was on the right side. You were the only guy apart from the emergency to land on the wrong side.
I was following the F-16s and that were on that emergency landing.
Who were also landing on the wrong runway.
I was just following their lead.
We'll cut that out, shall we? Not. Next group send.
Group G. That's the F-14 Tomcats.
Okay.
So we launched first with TALs under tow. Got up to speed, got up to altitude, pushed into the enemy SAMnet. We had spike on us for the vast majority of our flight in. Dropped our first TALs at about 80 miles out. I dropped 2, then broke off to the right, dropped 2 more closer to the targets. We took a lot of the SAMs out of the picture because of the TALs, from what I saw.
Yeah, we somehow convinced the Iraqis that there was a army of suicidal Americans slowly gliding towards them.
That's funny. It works for us, guys.
They took the bait.
Took all of the SA-5s out.
They took the bait hardcore.
Next group.
I think that's the Harriers in Hotel. Best Harrier mission ever for me.
Basically, yeah, we took off a little bit after the cap flight, went up to altitude about 20,000, conserved fuel, started getting splashed by 29, so we put a little orbit in, which brought us back closer to you guys in strike, but I think it was probably the right thing to do. Then we split up. Tuxall was going to do some lasing. Myself and Bendy, we dropped down to Nap of the Earth. Went in on an S6, saw some fighters, wasn't sure what they were, had a quick sneaky check on F10 to make sure they weren't blue. Fired off a Sidewinder, splashed a MiG-25. So yeah, and then proceeded in on an S6. Couldn't get my mouse to work because I'm crap at Harrier, so I just gunned the radar, knocked out the S6 just as you guys arrived.
I saw that. I thought that must be the seed guy.
And I have to admit, it wouldn't be a flight with me, Cap, if I came back with all my control services attached. So yeah, I might have possibly lost an elevator. But yeah, I made it back with fuel to spare, which was great. And thanks to Tuxall, who and Bendy, who talked me through the area.
Learning on the job, boys. True GR. Well done. Who else? Who have I missed?
Just the same special flight.
Send special flight.
Due to the airframe I chose, by the time the mission was complete, I was still 48 kilometres away from the target. So it was a little bit quiet.
You do max out about 300 miles an hour.
It's a valued contribution.
Valid. There you go. It inspired us to do better. Right. Really good, guys. One of those missions that really worked and everyone did really well. Anything to add?
Just a great mission. It was really fun.
Yeah. Well done, guys. Send me footage, Damp and Grump, and I will see you guys on Wednesday or something.
See you, Cap.
See ya.
Cheers, Cap.
Bye, guys. Thanks for the mission.